What's going on, everyone? A little life update video. Got done with a morning workout. It doesn't get easier with age, I'll tell you that, but I got it done. And speaking of age, that's a great segue into my first topic. I'm talking about four things. Try to make this succinct as possible. And speaking of age, my baby daughter turning 2 years old officially tomorrow, April 12th. That's crazy. Time goes by fast. We celebrate a little bit early because obviously it's kind of hard to celebrate the day of. I mean, she's pretty young anyway. It doesn't really matter. Can't celebrate on a Monday. It's just too hard. So we went to good old Kyoto Palace. It's kind of like a House of Genji. It's where there's a live chef, and then they do like these funny tricks. They throw the chicken in the air and they make a onion volcano. It's a good interactive thing for a kid. We typically don't go to places like that, but it's actually a pretty decent deal considering the amount of food. I got filet mignon. You pay like a pre-priced menu, a pre-price, and then you get like a set course. You get like soup, salad, and you get rice, white rice. If you want fried rice, it's like $3.50 more. I just got the regular rice, white rice, and then you get your choice of meat. I got filet mignon, and then you even get a dessert. So it was a good time. She enjoyed her time, and it was good. Outside of that, was it last Friday? The Friday 2 days before Easter Sunday, the electricity went out again in my neighborhood, and it was just my neighborhood, which is terrible. And I'm not going to bitch and complain about PG&E because I did videos on it before, but it went out so basically that Friday night it went out around 10 p.m. and it didn't come back on until early Sunday morning around like 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's over 24 hours. That's the longest I've ever had to deal with, and it's very, very annoying. It's over 24 hours. Yeah, it's about almost 27 hours. Now I understand in other parts of the country, I know Texas had a really bad storm where they had to heat up their water, and they were out for up to like a week. And I understand parts of Florida, it's really bad with storms. But the frustrating thing is that California, the weather, thank God, was beautiful, perfect, 70, like 2 degrees, sunny. It's not from weather. It's probably a bad transformer. I don't know if people that work for PG&E, and it just went out. And the thing is I get notifications. So I checked back on the archive of last year because last year was brutal. And check this out. I'm not kidding me. I'm not even exaggerating. I looked at the data from the archive, the log from last July to last September. So basically a 60-day span. Do you know how many times the electricity went out? Take a guess. 6 times. Six times in 2 months. Unbelievable. You pay like $1 million plus for a home. You pay, $17,000 in property tax a year, and this is the type of BS crap you get. PG&E should be ashamed of themselves. It's insane, and it goes beyond that. They don't get incentivized to fix the problem. But this is just garbage. This is not a third world country. It's just, like I said, I'm not going to get too much into the PG&E again, but it's just ridiculous. So anyway, instead of bitching about the problem, which once again I had to go to 7-Eleven multiple times to get a bunch of ice because your food's going to spoil. There's people that rely on electricity for meds, medication, machines, CPAP machines, or whatever you call it, for sleep apnea. This is just a big problem when you go. And the thing is, in the past, when it went out multiple times, it wasn't like your 1 hour or this and that. We're talking about, this is a new PR right here. This is like 27 hours. And luckily the weather was good, but it just caused a lot of problems. This happened last year where the weather, because I live 2-story, and it's just unbearable. And I have a kid, and my kid cannot sleep upstairs. It's way too hot. Luckily this time the weather was fine. So anyways, without bitching and complaining, you got to have a solution. So you could go solar, but I'm not sure about that. But what I thought about is getting a standby generator. You're probably going to need about 20,000 kilowatt generator, and I haven't had a guy come out yet, and it's probably going to run like at least 10 grand, like 10 to 12 grand, but I feel it is an investment to get a backup. You could get a smaller backup generator, but I need a one that's more high powered, and I'll see what happens when if and when they come out. I might go with Kohler. I've looked at some reviews. If you guys have any experiences with that, let me know. So I'm looking to that, getting a standby generator, because I hope I'm wrong, but this summer it's gonna go out again, and I just can't deal with it. It is a pain in the butt, you have to deal with, and then like my security cameras, because you have no electricity, it goes out. What if there was a crime happening? It's just a pain in the butt. You can't do anything. You're just stuck, and it's mostly the food. But outside of that, I've been still investing into the stock market and cryptocurrencies, and I did pretty well for my first month. Last month, this month has been very slow because the market is so volatile right now with the Fed and the interest rates going up, bonds going up, and that could affect a lot of growth stocks and a lot of tech companies. But I'm just hanging in there, and there are times it causes a lot of anxiety because I'm in one position where it's got a lot of money in there, but you just gotta, you can put indicators on, you can learn all about how basically ultimately no one truly knows if a stock's going to go up, down, sideways, backwards, flips, doing backflips. You just don't know. You could just be prepared, but the psychology behind, I'm still working on that, where if you're too impatient, you're too conservative, is not good. If you're too aggressive, you got to find that happy medium. I'm still working on that. And so the last thing I was going to talk about, the last thing I was talking about is the channel. It's just, I just don't know where I'm really kind of heading with the channel. It's kind of just there. I'll be honest. I haven't been putting as much effort into the videos. It's just hard to put a lot of effort into a company that just basically censors everything. I mean, I've had it's so stupid. They're just ultra woke, and you have to constantly, if you're a content creator, you understand this. You have to constantly be on eggshells, and any little small thing, you get flagged. And I've had videos where it's just it has nothing to do. Okay, I'll put this context real quick before I leave. Chess. You don't need to know anything about chess, right? It's just a board, right? The board, 64 squares. There's white pieces and there's black pieces. And there was a commentator, Agamatter. He's very popular. I don't know how he pronounces his name. I don't follow him, but I know who he is. He was analyzing a chess game, and he was saying black is better, meaning the person that's playing as the black pieces is better. And what happens? The computer algorithm goes through, sees that something about black versus white, flagged for inappropriate content or racial blah blah blah. It's so stupid. If that doesn't tell you how broken the algorithm is, I don't know what to tell you. They would rather make you guilty before proven innocent. And they should just look at your track record. All they have to do was look at the guy's channel and see that it's a chess channel, and he wasn't saying anything that was racist, anything. And I just the race baiting and the constant just identity politics. It's just ridiculous. It's constantly just shoving it down your throat. But that's for another video. A chess video. Look at my channel. Look at my channel. I already knew when I did that video about the potential benefits of illegal drugs. I'll put that video at the end. I already knew it was going to get flagged. I try to monetize it anyway just to make my freaking 15 cents. I don't care. What does it do? They actually didn't flag me, at least. They gave me limited ads. And it's I'm trying to educate, but it's all part of the system, right? They don't want to hear the alternative viewpoint. And that's where I'm heading. That's why it's hard to be passionate behind a crappy company. But once again, they're not forcing me. They're not putting a revolver to my head. But alternative media platforms are supposed to come out, according to Trump and his people. I don't know. Regardless, I consider myself independent now. I registered as a Republican, but I'm going back to independent. Doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, Republican, Green Party, independent. The bottom line is you need to have checks and balances. You need to have alternative viewpoints. And the majority of everything, I don't care what you say, is run by the left. Liberals different from leftists. That is a fact. Hollywood, sports, public education. There's a certain narrative, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly. That means you can realize. If you don't, then you got to wake up. And a lot of conservative channels and stuff are they're not perfect, but it's like you don't even get the alternative view, and that's where I'm at. That's why it's like hard to be like motivated. You know, you talk about something and then it's just like flag, 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 shut down. I think like Steven Crowder, he got banned for a couple of weeks now. I don't know exactly what he says. I don't follow him to the T, but I don't think he said anything out of the ordinary, but it doesn't fit their narrative. So that's my time. Thanks for watching. Constant questions always welcome. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.